Hello guys and welcome back to Charlie Talks Football. So just outside the ground for Newcastle versus Leicester. I mean, this is our last home game, and even if Newcastle don't win and get a point against Leicester, we still have qualified for Champions League football for the first time since 2003. So that is fantastic. Now Willock's out for the rest of the season and Longstaff is as well, so that means that Elliot Anderson will get his chance, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays. But to be honest, I think this will be an easy win for Newcastle. I'm going to go 4-1.
4-1,
same
wow,
as,
I hope you're right.
Last time. I'm going to go Bruno to get one, Trippier to hopefully score from one of his free kicks, and Anderson I think he'll get one as well.
Well, I hope you're right, Charlie. That's really confident shout.
Well, we're playing a team in the relegation.
Yeah, I know,
so
but you know, Leicester tonight have, you know, if they get 3 points, they'll move out of the relegation zone.
They were terrible against
But they were terrible.
Liverpool,
they were, yeah. But I mean, Newcastle, exciting times could be back. Newcastle, I remember when Asprilla played in the Champions League game I was at, and he scored a hat-trick. So if we can get 1 point tonight, that's enough for us. So, you know, as long as we avoid defeat, we'll be going to the Champions League. So fingers crossed, and hopefully we can get 3 points, which would be even better.
Good luck to Charlie Talks Football.
Good luck, Jason. All the best. Isaac going in. He's driving.
Security. Sorry lads, we've got to go. We've got television people waiting.
See you next year, Madison. Here with Adam P, regular on the channel. Great to have you on the channel, Adam. Charlie, have you got some questions to ask?
So Adam, what do you think the score's going to be?
Well, it's an interesting one, Charlie, that's for sure. I'm going into this match. I'll be excited for this one. The fact that Newcastle got beaten Brighton, as well as Liverpool dropping 2 points, I mean, we all had to do is draw the game now. Now, honestly, my honest score prediction, I said this morning, I said 5-1 Newcastle. I'm extremely confident going into this game. I think the problem with Leicester being, especially if you go 1-0 up, I can't see them at all scoring. They're a team that has to stay and have to score first. Newcastle score after 10 minutes or so. I think you're looking at a very tough game there. And because of the fact that home play gets to the Champions League, 1-0 up is essentially 2-0 up. So when the players' mind is still so confident, I think they'll rip the shreds on the field.
So if you could go any place, say if we do qualify for Champions League football, where would you go?
Well, I have kind of looked at this one a little bit. I've been looking more at teams and why I would want to play a certain team more than the actual geography behind it. But in terms of what teams I would want, from pot one I would want PSG. I want Messi at play Newcastle. That's a someone in the back of the line. And now the interesting part of Newcastle as well is because of the fact that so many teams haven't won the league. Pot 2 is also very hard. They've also been pot 4 teams with a bit of experience. The likes of Real Madrid in pot 2, so you can probably get PSG and Real Madrid. For me, I'd rather get the harder games in the group stage, finish third, and then go into the opening and try and win. Now that's my personal mindset, because you win the opening, you're back to Champions League anyway. So that's what I would personally do. I want the best possible team. I want a great time. I want to see us compete against the world's best and see what happens. And then the opening, I'll see obviously the net. So we'll see what happens anyway. That's my personal.
Fingers crossed for 3 points or even 1 point tonight.
I hope so, Ryan.
Thanks very much for being on the channel, Aaron. Take care. So we've got Jack here from the Final Whistle YouTube channel, Leicester City supporter. Charlie, are you going to ask Jack some questions?
Yeah, so Jack, what do you think the score's going to be again?
My head says if we concede 1 goal, then our heads are going to drop and I feel we'll crumble. My heart has gone 1-1, which that's what I decided to go with before the game, a 1-1 draw. I'd take a point going into the last game of the season, but obviously, you know, 3 points would get us out of the relegation zone tonight on goal difference, so that'll put pressure on Everton. So, yeah, that's my prediction.
Do you think this can stay up, like?
Do you know what? This season has been awful for Leicester. It's not been great watching us this season. We picked up 8 wins, 22 defeats. It's been horrendous, and we've been with Brendan Rodgers. He ended up leaving the club, and then now we've got Dean Smith. And I just don't feel enough's changed, to be fair, Charlie. And to be fair, we deserve to go down if you look at the stats and the table and that. So, yeah, it's not good.
I just want to ask you, do you think he's made the right decision to sack Brendan Rodgers? Because obviously that's an interesting thing.
Brendan should have gone sooner, I'll put it at that. Brendan Rodgers should have been sacked sooner from Leicester. It's like we've sacked him too late, but with Leicester at the minute, the club's a mess. I don't think you can just put it with Brendan Rodgers, it's the players, and I just feel that we need a big rebuild and a big clean up from top to bottom.
Well, thank you very much for being on the channel.
Appreciate it, mate.
Take care. Paul on the channel again from the Toon Review, an excellent channel. If you do not know it, I'm sure you will do though. Have a look over his channel and subscribe. So Charlie, have you got some questions for Paul?
So Paul, what do you think the score's going to be today?
I've predicted 5-1. I think if we get an early goal, I think we'll their heads will just drop. I think they've down tools already, so I'm pretty confident that if we get an early goal, we'll fix it.
Who do you think's going to score? Like?
Well, if we score 5, I'm hoping Callum gets another couple of goals. I'd really like him to try and get 20 goals this season, and then probably 1 from Isak, Jolin, and I'd love Botman to get a goal. I've been hoping he'd score every single game, so hopefully Botman.
And can I ask you just where would you like to go in Europe if we qualify for the Champions League? Which team, if you could pick one team to visit?
I mean, God, there's a few. I think Dortmund,
or Germany, yep.
Madrid, Barcelona, any of them. It's just good to be there, isn't it?
It is indeed. Well, thank you very much, Paul, for being on the channel. Hopefully you will get 3 points tonight.
Hello, so we are back from the Newcastle versus Leicester game, and it finishes Newcastle 0, Leicester 0. So we're in the Champions League. It feels amazing. Newcastle finally back in the Champions League. Who are we going to play? That's the question. Will it be a team in Italy, Real Madrid, Barcelona?
So, just say something, Charlie.
Yeah.
We're going to be needing these passports next year.
And also, I just want you guys to comment down below, who would you want Newcastle to play against in the Champions League? Now, for me, I know Adam P said PSG, but for me, probably Real Madrid or Barcelona
that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Would be one of the teams who I would want to play. Maybe a team from Germany like Dortmund or Bayern Munich. But anyway, let's sort of get into the game well. It was probably if I'd been honest, one of the most boring games I've ever watched in my entire life, to be honest.
I think it was like a boxing match, and Leicester were on the
incredibly
ropes,
boring.
didn't they? And Newcastle were plugging away, and we just couldn't get that goal. And then Pope making a fantastic save in the last minute.
I mean, what if Leicester would have won that game? God, it would have put so much pressure on us. Brilliant save from Pope.
And I tell you what was good as well, Charlie. When Pope saved it, Shaw reacted quickly to kick it away, clear it. You know, he did well.
But I also want to say as well, we completely dominated the game. Leicester only had that one shot on goal right at the end. It would have been the most Newcastle thing ever. Dominate the whole game and then lose after that to Leicester's first shot. But overall, you could tell that Leicester were playing for a point. They covered the space up really well. They defended well. They made it really hard for us to play. Isaac on the left was brilliant. Again, he's like Messi. The way
Miggy
he dribbles and glides past players. Miggy did well. Bruno did well as well. He did quite a few good passes. Again, Trippier was okay. But overall, it was just sort of where we lacked clear-cut chances. But there was quite a few times where we had a corner, and I don't know how it didn't go in.
I know.
Bruno headed it onto the post. And then was a few times where Isaac and Miggy were leaning back and they blasted the shots over the bar. So we did have the chances. But
I think Leicester came for a draw. They had 5-5 in defence, you know, and they had 3 midfielders across in front of them. And they just sat back and, you know, they've got a point.
For most of the game, we were just passing the ball back,
left to right,
back and forth, not really sure what to do for it. And it was sort of quite boring.
And they did restrict a lot of crosses in the box, and they've got some big lads at the back who were dealing with that. But,
I mean, if I wanted to qualify for Champions League football, I probably would have been more bothered about this game, but I'm not really sort of bothered now. And Chelsea's the next game as well. They're obviously haven't really got anything
to say it to the players and Eddie Howe and the coaching team. It's a fantastic achievement for Newcastle. After struggling last season and Eddie Howe coming in and you know, keeping winning the league and transforming the team, just to look fitter, they look sharper, will look like a real threat. Fantastic defensive record, and to qualify for the Champions League is just phenomenal. So well done to everyone involved with the club. You know, the Amanda Staveley, Ruben, Merad, they've done brilliant, so well done.
Interesting to see who they're bringing in the summer as well. That's always exciting as well. We'll have more transfer news coming up for you guys on the channel as well. But people will say we've spent money, and yes, we have spent money, but I don't think, you know, other teams have spent a lot more money than us. You know, give an example of Chelsea. They've spent a lot of money and they're not even in the top half of the Premier League. So doesn't that sort of say something, doesn't it?
But thanks for watching anyway. Okay. I've got a bad cough from all the shouting.
I've got a bit of a bad cough today, but thank you again for Adam P being in the video. It was nice to meet Deck as well.
Alan Shearer and
make sure to subscribe
Leicester
as well.
Channel.
The support on the videos has been excellent.
Great, so thank you very
See you
much.
later,
Take
guys.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye.